Yes friends, good morning. Next video from Dhruva Edutainment and Vidu classes. Friends, this question from first year zoology. Topic is biology in human welfare. Our question is what friends? Explain the structure and life cycle of Entamoeba histolytica with the help of a neat labeled diagram. Friends, with the help of a neat labeled diagram. Friends, this question is from unit 6 of first year zoology. Friends, important LQ, 8 marks question. Friends, see, first you write the classification. Friends, see, Entamoeba histolytica belongs to phylum Protozoa, class Rhizopoda, order Lobosa, genus Entamoeba, species Histolytica. Friends, phylum Protozoa, class Rhizopoda, order Lobosa, genus Entamoeba, species Histolytica. Friends, why it included in the phylum Protozoa? Friends, because it is unicellular animal. See, Rhizopoda means it has lobopodia. Friends, Lobosa, Rhizopoda means what? Friends, it has pseudopodia. So protozoans which have pseudopodia are included in the class Rhizopoda. Lobosa means what? Friends, they have lobopodia. You know, lobopodia means what? Friends, blunt pseudopodia or finger like pseudopodia. Next, Entamoeba. See friends, it lives in the alimentary canal, or you may write it lives in the alimentary canal and it changes its shape. So because of that it is called Entamoeba. Histolytica, friends, it secretes an enzyme that is histolysin which dissolves cells of human being. So because of that it included in the species Histolytica. See friends, here I have written species with small letter. According to binomial nomenclature, you start species with small letter, friend. Okay friends, you have to remember all these important points, friends. Now come to our answer, friends. So what is Entamoeba histolytica? See friends, entos means within, means it lives in the alimentary canal. Friends, amoeba means change. You know friends, amoeba has no specific shape, it is irregular in shape, it changes its shape. Histos means tissue, lysis means dissolve, it secretes an enzyme. What is that, friends? Histolysin. So because of that it is called histolytica. See friends, it means what, friends? Entamoeba is an unicellular and microscopic parasite. Friends, it is a parasite. It has only one cell, its body is made up of only one cell and it is microscopic. And friends, Entamoeba histolytica దేహం ఒకే ఒక కణాన్ని కలిగి ఉంటుంది. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ యూనిసెల్లార్, మన కంటికి కనిపించదు, మైక్రోస్కోపిక్. నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ పారసైట్, ఇది పరాన్నజీవి, మన దేహంలో ఉంటుంది. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ పారసైట్. సీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, నెక్స్ట్ పాయింట్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ మోనోజెనెటిక్ పారసైట్. సీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ మోనోజెనెటిక్ పారసైట్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ ఓన్లీ వన్ హోస్ట్. ఇఫ్ ఏ పారసైట్ హ్యాస్ వన్ host, that host is called as monogenetic parasite. Entamoeba histolytica has only one host, that is man only, friends. So because of that it is called as what, friends? Monogenetic parasite. See friends, it lives in the large intestine of man. See friends, it lives in the large intestine of man. ఇది మానవుని పెద్ద పేగు గోడలలో పెద్ద పేగులో ఉంటుంది, ఫ్రెండ్స్. It is histozoic enterozoic parasite. Friends, very very important. See here I have used two words, friends, histozoic enterozoic parasite. See friends, histozoic parasite means the parasite which lives in the tissues, or it is also called as intercellular or extracellular parasite. Enterozoic parasite means the parasite which lives in the lumen of the alimentary canal. So here Entamoeba histolytica is a histozoic parasite as well as the enterozoic parasite. Very very important, friends, for MSET and NEET, because the trophozoites of the Entamoeba histolytica lives in the leads histozoic parasite. It lives in the mucosa and submucosa layers of the large intestine. So it lives in between cells. So that stage, trophozoite stage, is the histozoic stage, Pre-cystic and cystic stages are present in the lumen of the alimentary canal. They are enterozoic stages. So because of that, Entamoeba is the histozoic parasite as well as enterozoic parasite. This is neat question, friends. MSET question. Now see, friends, parasite that lives in the tissues of host is called histozoic parasite. Histozoic parasite is also called as, friends, extracellular parasite or intercellular parasite. Example, see, friends, trophozoites of Entamoeba. Trophozoites of Entamoeba leads histozoic life or histozoic parasite. Now see, friends, parasite that lives in the lumen of alimentary canal is called enterozoic parasite. Example what, friends? Pre-cystic and cystic stages of Entamoeba. Very, very important for MSET and NEET, friends. Now see, friends, this Entamoeba causes a disease, friend. What is the name, friends? Amoebic dysentery or amoebiosis. The disease caused by Entamoeba histolytica is what, friends? Amoebic dysentery or amoebiosis, friends. Amoebic dysentery or amoebiosis. Entamoeba histolytica కలిగించే వ్యాధిని ఏమంటున్నాం, ఫ్రెండ్స్? మనం అమీబిక్ డిసెంట్రీ లేదా అమీబియాసిస్ అంటున్నాం, ఫ్రెండ్స్. Now see, friends, the infective stage of Entamoeba is the tetranucleate stage, friends. The infective stage of Entamoeba histolytica is the tetranucleate stage or tetranucleate cyst. This cyst with 4 nuclei infects a new host or a new man, friends. The mode of infection is what, friends? Contamination. ఇది ఒకరికొకరికి ఎలా వ్యాపిస్తుంది, ఫ్రెండ్స్? ఫుడ్ లేదా వాటర్ కలుషితం కావడం ద్వారా కంటామినేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఫుడ్ అండ్ వాటర్. నెక్స్ట్ హియర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇట్ హ్యాస్ నో సెకండరీ హోస్ట్ బట్ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ మెకానికల్ వెక్టర్స్. What are the, friends? Cockroaches and house flies acts as mechanical vectors. See, friends, mechanical. What is mechanical vector? Vector that just transfers the parasite from one host to another host is called mechanical vector. You know, friends, vectors are of two types: mechanical vectors and biological vectors. You see, for example, you take plasmodium parasite, friends. Their female Anopheles mesto acts as biological vector. Here, cockroach and housefly acts as mechanical vector. Because why we are calling them as mechanical vector, friends? There is no change of parasite in the vector. Simply this vector, either housefly or cockroach, transfers the Entamoeba from one host to another host only. Such vectors are called as what, friends? Mechanical vectors. Now come to structure of Entamoeba, friends. Structure of Entamoeba. See, friends, Entamoeba has 3 stages in its life cycle, in its life. They are what, friends? Trophozoid stage, pre-cystic stage and cystic stage. Trophozoid stage, pre-cystic stage and cystic stage. Friends, Entamoeba has 3 stages in its life cycle. They are 3, friends. One is trophozoid stage. Number 2, pre-cystic stage. Number 3, cystic stage. Now we'll take, friends, first we'll take trophozoid stage. Friends, we have a 4 marks question right over the trophozoid stage. Please listen carefully. See, trophozoid stage. You see, friends, it is nothing but adult stage of the Entamoeba. The adult stage of the Entamoeba is called as trophozoid stage. It is a feeding stage. Where does it live? See, friends, trophozoid stage lives in the mucosa and submucosa layers of the large intestine of man. See, friends, you know, friends, our alimentary canal has 4 layers. You see the structure of alimentary canal, friends. Outer serous coat, first one. Second one is muscularis coat. Third one is submucosa and fourth one is mucosa. So this trophozoid lives in the submucosa and mucosa layers of the large intestine of man. ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇది మన పెద్ద పేగు గోడలలో ఉంటుంది. ఏ గోడలలో, ఫ్రెండ్స్? ఏ పొరలలో, ఫ్రెండ్స్? సబ్మ్యూకోజా, మ్యూకోజా అనే పొరలలో ఉంటుంది. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఏ స్టేజ్, ఫ్రెండ్స్? ట్రోఫోజాయిడ్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ద అడల్ట్ స్టేజ్ ఆఫ్ Entamoeba. సీ, ఫ్రెండ్స్, trophozoid is the adult stage of Entamoeba. Very, very important, friends. Next, it has a single pseudopodium. Friends, it has a single pseudopodium. Once you see the structure, friends, then we'll go to, see, friends, This is trophozoite, friends. See, it has a single pseudopodium. The pseudopodium is blunt, friends. It is, you may call it a lobopodium. Its body is covered by plasmalemma, friends, plasmalemma. It has two types of cytoplasm or protoplasm. Outer ectoplasm, inner endoplasm. See, friends, endoplasm has nucleus. See, friends, nucleus is cartwheel shaped nucleus. Endoplasm has food vacuoles. These food vacuoles have red blood cells of man. Here endoplasm has no erythrocytes. Endoplasm has no mitochondria. See, friends, Entamoeba has no mitochondria. Very, very important. Mitochondria are absent in the Entamoeba, friends. See, one more structure, friends. See, pseudopodium, endoplasm, ribosomes, food vacuole, nucleus. See, friends, cartwheel shaped nucleus. Very, very important. కార్ట్వీల్ షేప్ న్యూక్లియస్. దీని యొక్క కేంద్రకము బండి చక్రం ఆకృతిలో ఉంటుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. అది ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్. నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఫుడ్ వ్యాక్యూల్ విత్ ఆర్బీసీ. ఆర్బీసీ ఎవరు ఫ్రెండ్స్? మానవుని యొక్క ఆర్బీసీలు. ఒక ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఎక్టోప్లాజం. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్. నౌ సీ వన్ మోర్ ఇమేజ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. See, this is about what, friends? See the diagram of the trophozoite. Now we'll go in detail, friends. See, trophozoite. See, trophozoite lives in the mucosa and submucosa layers of the large intestine of man. It has a single pseudopodium called lobopodium, friends. Called lobopodium. It moves with the help of lobopodium, which is present anteriorly. Friends, the lobopodium or pseudopodium is present only the anterior side of the body. So it moves with that pseudopodium. Trophozoite is very active stage, friends, because it moves from one place to other place. It is motile. When it is moving, you may call it as motile. It is a feeding stage. It only feeds. The remaining two stages, pre-cystic and cystic stage, they want to feed, friends. And it is pathogenic stage. It is surrounded by plasmalemma. Once again, friends, trophozoite lives in the mucosa and submucosa of the large intestine of man. It is the adult stage of Entamoeba. It has only one pseudopodium, that is single pseudopodium, that is lobopodium. This lobopodium is present at the anterior end of the body. It moves with that lobopodium. Trophozoite is the active stage. It is a motile stage. It is a feeding stage. It is a pathogenic stage. Friends, మనకు అమీబిక్ డిసెంట్రీ వ్యాధిని కలిగించే స్టేజ్ ఏంటి ఫ్రెండ్స్? ట్రోఫోజాయిట్ స్టేజ్ మాత్రమే. అందుకే దీన్ని ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్? ప్యాథోజెనిక్ స్టేజ్ అంటున్నాం. నెక్స్ట్, ట్రోఫోజాయిట్ చుట్టూ ఉన్న పొరనే ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్? మనం ప్లాస్మాలెమ్మా. బాడీ సరౌండెడ్ బై ఓమ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్? ప్లాస్మాలెమ్మా. సీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, వన్స్ అగైన్. Now see, friends, this trophozoite has two types of cytoplasm. Friends, this trophozoite has two types of cytoplasm. What are they, friends? Ectoplasm and endoplasm. See, friends, ectoplasm, it is outer, clear, viscous and non-granular. The ectoplasm is the outer one, friends, you know it. It is clear, means it has no granules. It is viscous, means just like gummy, friends. Clear, non-granular, outer and viscous. That is ectoplasm. Come to endoplasm, friends. It is inner, fluid-like and granular. Friends, endoplasm is what, friends? Inner, fluid-like and granular. See, friends, endoplasm has nucleus, ribosomes and food vacuoles. See, friends, endoplasm has nucleus, ribosomes and food vacuoles. See, friends, nucleus is vesicular and cartwheel. Very, very important, friends. The nucleus of the trophozoite, nucleus of the Entamoeba is vesicular and cartwheel shaped. What is vesicular, friends? It has more fluid than the chromatin. Such nuclei are called as vesicular nuclei. Cartwheel shaped nucleus. See, friends, presence of cartwheel nucleus is the identification character of Entamoeba. Friends, when you observe this Entamoeba under the microscope, if you see a cartwheel shaped nucleus, then you have to decide that is the entamoeba. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్, సో మనం ఎంటమీబాను రెండు రకాలు గుర్తిస్తాం ఫ్రెండ్స్. మైక్రోస్కోప్ కింద మనం మన యొక్క ఫీకల్ మ్యాటర్ని టెస్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు రెండు కారణాల వల్ల గుర్తిస్తాం. ఒకటి ఏంటి ఫ్రెండ్స్, కార్టివిల్ షేప్డ్ న్యూక్లియస్ ఉండడము. రెండోది ఏంటి ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఫుడ్ వ్యాక్యూల్లో మానవుని ఆర్బీసీలు ఉండడం. సో హియర్ presence of cartwheel nucleus is the identification character of Entamoeba trophozoite. Okay friends, now very important friends, it has no mitochondria, no contractile vacuoles and no endoplasmic reticulum. See friends, trophozoite or Entamoeba has no mitochondria, no contractile vacuoles and Golgi complex. Okay friends, so very important friends, we have one more 2 marks question. Entamoeba is an obligatory anaerobe. It always respires anaerobically friends. It always respires what friends? Anaerobically. See friends, Entamoeba is an obligatory anaerobe. Why? What is obligatory anaerobe means? It must respire anaerobic respiration only, in the absence of oxygen only. What is anaerobic respiration means friends? The respiration which takes place in the absence of oxygen is called as anaerobic respiration. Here trophozoite or Entamoeba has no mitochondria, so it won't respire aerobically. It must respire anaerobically. Because of that it is called as obligatory anaerobe. See friends, it always respires anaerobically due to absence of mitochondria. ఇది ఎందుకు ఎనరోబిక్ రెస్పిరేషన్ తీసుకుంటుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్? ఇందులో మైటోకాండ్రియా లేదు కాబట్టి కంపల్సరీ అది ఎనరోబిక్ రెస్పిరేషన్ జరుపుకోవాలి. కనుక దీన్ని ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్, మనం ఆబ్లిగేటరీ ఎనరోబ్ అంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్, నౌ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ హోలోజాయిక్ న్యూట్రిషన్. సీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇట్ హ్యాస్ హోలోజాయిక్ న్యూట్రిషన్. ఇట్ ఫీడ్స్ ఆన్ వాట్ ఫ్రెండ్స్? ఆర్బీసీ, mucosal cells or epithelial cells, ఏదన్నా రాయండి ఫ్రెండ్స్. మీరు మ్యూకోజా అండ్ సబ్ మ్యూకోజా ఆర్ మేడప్ ఆఫ్ ఎపిథీలియల్ సెల్స్. కనుక ఇక్కడ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ కావద్దు ఫ్రెండ్స్. మ్యూకోజల్ సెల్స్ అండ్ సబ్ మ్యూకోజల్ సెల్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్సో కాల్డ్ ఎపిథీలియల్ సెల్స్ బికాస్ దోస్ సెల్స్ ఆర్ ఆఫ్ ఎపిథీలియల్ సెల్స్ of man and bacteria. What are bacteria friends? Bacteria are present which are present in the large intestine of man. So it feeds on what friends? RBC, epithelial cells and bacteria. These all are present in the food vacuole. See friends, presence of red blood cells of man in the food vacuole of Entamoeba is another identification character of trophozoite. See, what is the another character friends? One is presence of cartwheel nucleus. Second one is what friends? Presence of red blood cells in the food vacuole. ఈ రెండింటిని బట్టి మనం మైక్రోస్కోప్ కింద అది ఎంటమీబానా కాదని గుర్తించవచ్చు ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్, నౌ సెవెన్, it produces an enzyme that is histolysine which dissolve the mucosa and submucosa cells. See friends, this trophozoite stage is living in the large intestine, submucosa and mucosa layers. There it secretes an enzyme friends that is histolysine. See friends, histos means tissue, lysis means dissolves. ఈ హిస్టోలైసిన్ అనే ఎంజైమ్ ఏం చేస్తుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్? ఆ సెల్స్ని డిజాల్వ్ చేస్తుంది. ఈ సెల్స్ మనవి ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఇట్ ప్రొడ్యూసెస్ అన్ ఎంజైమ్ that is what friends? Histolysine which dissolves the mucosa and submucosa cells of the man. Now this histolysine is a proteolytic enzyme. Another important MCET question friends. Histolysine is a proteolytic enzyme. See friends, due to histolysine its species name is assigned as histolytica. Friends, histolysine ఉంది కాబట్టి Entamoeba histolytica మనం ఏం పేరు పెట్టుకున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్? హిస్టోలైటికా అనే పేరు పెట్టుకున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఓకే, సీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, యు నో దిస్ ఇస్ ద ట్రోఫోజాయిడ్ స్టేజ్. సీ వన్స్ అగైన్, pseudopodium, endoplasm, karyosome means what friends? Nuclear membrane, ingested red blood cells in the food vacuole and ectoplasm. See one more image friends, pseudopodium, ectoplasm, endoplasm, food vacuole with bacterium, nucleus with cartwheel shaped and food vacuole with RBC. Now see friends, next stage we go to pre-cystic stage friends. The second stage in the life history of trophozoite is what friends? Pre-cystic stage. See friends, pre means what friends? Pre means before. In Latin, pre-cyst means before cyst. అనగా ఇది కోశం ఏర్పడక ముందు ఏర్పడే దశ. దీని తర్వాత దశలో కోశం ఏర్పడుతుంది. కాబట్టి దాన్ని ఏమన్నా ఫ్రెండ్స్ మన సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ అన్నా ఫ్రెండ్స్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ప్రీ సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్? ప్రీ సిస్ట్ మీన్స్ బిఫోర్ సిస్ట్. కోశం ఏర్పడక ముందు. See friends, this is the stage, second stage of the Entamoeba. It lives in the lumen of large intestine of man. Friends, it lives in the lumen of large intestine of man. See friends, trophozoid stage lives in the mucosa and submucosa layers of the large intestine. See friends, whereas pre-cystic stage lives in the lumen. పెద్ద పేగు కుహరంలో నివసిస్తుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. It's a young stage of Entamoeba. Trophozoid is the adult stage, friend. Pre-cystic stage is the young stage, friends. It has no pseudopodium. Pseudopodium is absent. It is small in size. It is spherical or oval in shape. It is non-motile. It is non-feeding stage. It is non-pathogenic stage. See friends, differences. Pre-cystic stage is small in size, spherical or oval in shape. It has no pseudopodium. It is non-motile. It is non-feeding. It is non-pathogenic stage. Next, very very important friends. Pre-cystic stage stores food. Friends, ఇది ఆహారాన్ని తీసుకోదు కాబట్టి ఇది ఆహారాన్ని నిల్వ చేసుకుంటుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. Pre-cystic stage stores food, that is reserve food, in the form of chromatoid bars and glycogen granules. Very very important friends. Chromatoid bars and glycogen granules are the reserve food present in the pre-cystic stage. Chromatoid bars and glycogen granules. Once again friends, chromatoid bars and glycogen granules. Okay friends? Now, these chromatoid bars and glycogen granules are present in the cytoplasm. These are made up of, chromatoid bars friends particularly, made up of ribonucleoproteins. Once again, NEET and MCET question friends. Chromatoid bars are made up of what friends? Ribonucleoproteins. See friends, the reserve food in the pre-cystic stage and early cystic stage. It is also present in the early cystic stage friends. Of Entamoeba is called as chromatoid bars and glycogen granules. So this is the pre-cystic stage friends. Here this stage has no cyst. Here it has what friends? Glycogen granules and chromatoid bars. See friends, it has glycogen granules and chromatoid bars. This is pre-cystic stage. Now come to third stage friends. Cystic stage. Third stage. Latin, cyst means koshamo. Okay friends? It lives in the lumen of large intestine of man. See friends, pre-cystic stage modified into cystic stage friends. Pre-cystic stage సిస్ట్ని ఏర్పరచుకొని సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్గా మారుతుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. ప్రీ-సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఫ్రెండ్స్? మనకి ల్యూమెన్ ఆఫ్ ది లార్జ్ ఇంటెస్టైన్ ఉంది. సో ది సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో ప్రెజెంట్ ఇన్ ద ల్యూమెన్ ఆఫ్ ది లార్జ్ ఇంటెస్టైన్. So it lives in the lumen of the large intestine. It is a stage next to pre-cystic stage. See friends, pre-cystic stage తర్వాత గల స్టేజ్ ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్? మనం సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ అంటున్నాం. It is round in shape. Friends, it is round in shape. It is surrounded by a thin, delicate and highly resistant cyst wall. See friends, this cystic stage is surrounded by a cyst. This cyst is absent in pre-cystic stage. So this cystic stage has a cyst. What is that cyst friends? A thin, delicate and highly resistant cyst. Thin, delicate and highly resistant friends. The cystic stage is surrounded by a cyst which is thin, delicate and highly resistant. See friends, another important definition. The process of development of cyst is called as encystation. Friends, cyst ఏర్పడే పద్ధతిని ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్? మనం ఎన్సిస్టేషన్ అంటాం. The process of development of cyst is called what friends? Encystation. Friends, the process of development of cyst is called encystation friends. So what is the use of this cyst friends? With this cyst, it protects itself from unfavorable conditions. So friends, what is the use of the formation of cyst? The cyst protect the Entamoeba from whom friends? From unfavorable conditions. Okay friends, soon after the encystation, see friends, the nucleus of the cyst undergoes two successive mitotic divisions. and form 4 daughter nuclei. See friends, సిస్ట్ ఏర్పడిన వెంటనే సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్లోని న్యూక్లియస్ మొదట ఒక మైటాటిక్ డివిజన్ చెందుతుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఫలితంగా 2 న్యూక్లియై ఏర్పడతాయి. ఆ 2 మరలా మైటాటిక్ డివిజన్ చెందుతాయి ఫ్రెండ్స్. సో 2 becomes 4. సో ఇక్కడ ఎన్ని మైటాటిక్ డివిజన్ జరుగుతున్నాయి ఫ్రెండ్స్? 2. మొదటి మైటాటిక్ డివిజన్ వల్ల 2 న్యూక్లియస్లు ఏర్పడతాయి. రెండవ డివిజన్ వల్ల 4 న్యూక్లియస్ ఏర్పడతాయి. సీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, సూన్ ఆఫ్టర్ ది ఎన్సిస్టేషన్ ద న్యూక్లియస్ అండర్గోస్ 2 successive mitotic divisions to form 4 daughter nuclei. See friends, now the cyst has 4 daughter nuclei due to 2 mitotic divisions in the nucleus. Okay friends, now the cyst with 4 nuclei is called tetranucleate cyst. Friends, tetra means 4. Now the cyst has 4 nuclei. The cyst with 4 nuclei is called as what friends? Tetranucleate cyst or mature cyst friends. Mature cyst. This tetranucleate stage or mature cyst is the infective stage of Entamoeba to man. So what is the infective stage? That is the tetranucleate cyst or mature cyst friends. This is about the cystic stage friends. See friends, immature cyst, it has only 2 nuclei, it has chromatoid bars. Mature cyst has only 4 nuclei friends, it has no chromatoid bars. See friends, reserve food is present in the pre-cystic stage and immature cyst only. Mature cyst has no chromatoid bars. How can you recognize mature cyst? Mature cyst means it must have 4 nuclei friends. See, it has 4 nuclei. This is mature cyst. Okay, this is a cystic stage. See friends, it has wall, there are chromatoid bars and glycan granules. This is immature cyst friends. Okay, now the difference between pre-cystic stage and cystic stage. Friends, please don't write this in the exam. Pre-cystic stage and cystic stage. It has no cyst, it has cyst. It is oval or spherical in shape, it is round in shape. Trophozoite undergoes binary fission and form pre-cystic stage. Pre-cystic stage is enveloped by a cyst and forms cystic stage. See friends, pre-cystic stage లో cystic stage కంటే ముందున్న స్టేజ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. దీనిలో సిస్ట్ లేదు, సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్లో సిస్ట్ ఉంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. ప్రీసిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ ఓవల్ ఆర్ స్పెరికల్ షేప్లో ఉంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ రౌండ్ షేప్లో ఉంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. ప్రీసిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ ఎక్కడ ఏర్పడింది ఫ్రెండ్స్? మనకి ట్రోఫోజాయిట్ బైనరీ ఫిజన్ చెందడం వల్ల ఏర్పడుతుంది. అదే సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ ఎలా ఏర్పడుతుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్? ప్రీసిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ చుట్టూ కోశం ఏర్పడడం వల్ల ఏర్పడుతుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. ప్రీసిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ ఈజ్ ఎన్వలప్డ్ బై ఎ సిస్ట్ అండ్ ఫార్మ్ సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్. See friends, chromatoid bars and glycogen granules are present in the pre-cystic stage. Important friends, chromatoid bars and glycogen granules are absent in the mature cyst. Here this is very important, but they are present in the immature cyst. Okay friends, now pre-cystic stage has 1 nucleus, mature cyst has 4 nuclei. Pre-cystic stage is non-infective stage. Cystic stages or tetranucleate stage is infective stage friends. Tetranucleate stage is what friends? Infective stage. Hi friends, next we will take life cycle of Entamoeba histolytica. See friends, the trophozoites undergo binary fission in the wall of the large intestine and produce number of daughter Entamoeba. You know friends, trophozoite is the infective stage of man. This trophozoite stage is, see friends, here you see, it is the infective stage of man friends. It enters into the man through contamination process. After entering into the man, it continues its life cycle friends in a new host. See, the trophozoite undergoes binary fission in the wall of the large intestine and produce number of daughter Entamoeba. See friends, the trophozoite which is present in the large intestine of man, it undergoes binary fission friends. So due to binary fission, it produces 2 daughter amoeba friends. So daughter Entamoeba. These daughter Entamoeba feed and grow in size and again multiply. Friends, మానవుని పెద్ద పేగు గోడలలో ఉన్న ట్రోఫోజాయిడ్ స్టేజ్ మీ అందరు తెలుసు ఫ్రెండ్స్, దట్ ఇస్ ఫీడింగ్ స్టేజ్. ఇదేం చేస్తుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్? బైనరీ ఫిజన్ ద్వారా రిప్రొడక్షన్ జరుపుకుంటుంది. జరుపుకొని డాటర్ ఎంటామీబేని ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తుంది. ఈ డాటర్ ఎంటమీబేలు ఏమవుతాయి ఫ్రెండ్స్, అక్కడ అవి మళ్ళీ ఆహారాన్ని తీసుకొని సైజులో పెరుగుతాయి. See, these daughter amoebae feed and grow in size and again multiply. So like this, the Entamoeba histolytica increases its number in the large intestine of man. After repeated binary fissions, some of the young ones enter into the lumen of the man. So like this, it produces number of Entamoeba, friends. After repeated binary fissions, some of the young Entamoeba enters into the lumen of the large intestine and transform into precystic stage. See friends, some of the Entamoeba from walls of the large intestine enters into the lumen and change into what friends? Into the precystic stage. These precystic stages transform into cystic stage. You know friends, how the precystic stage changes into cystic stage. మానవుని పెద్ద పేగు గోడల నుండి ఎంటమీబా యొక్క యంగ్ స్టేజెస్ మానవుని పెద్ద పేగు లిమన్లోకి వచ్చిన ఫ్రెండ్స్, అక్కడ ప్రీసిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్గా మారినవి. ప్రీసిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ తన చుట్టూ సిస్ట్ని ఏర్పరచుకొని సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్గా మారింది ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఆల్రెడీ వి డిస్కస్డ్ అబౌట్ ది ప్రీసిస్టిక్ అండ్ సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. దీస్ సిస్టిక్ స్టేజెస్ డెవలప్ ఇంటూ టెట్రాన్యూక్లియేట్ సిస్ట్ ఆర్ ఇంపెక్టివ్ స్టేజెస్. దీస్ cystic stages convert into what friends? The nucleus of the cystic stage undergoes binary fission. Then it forms two nuclei. These two nuclei once again undergoes binary fission and forms four nuclei. The stage with four nuclei is called as what friends? The cystic stage with four nuclei is called as tetranucleate cyst or infective stage. See friends, cystic stage convert into tetranucleate cyst. See friends, the entire process is completed only in a few hours. It requires only few hours friends. These tetranucleases come out along with the fecal matter and can remain alive for about 10 days. Now, these cystic stages are present in the lumen of the man friends, large intestine. Through fecal matter of the man, these cystic stages come out along with the fecal matter friends, but in the soil they can live only for 10 days. So within 10 days they must enter into a new host friends. See friends, the cyst reach new host through contaminated food and water. You know it friends, it is a contamination process. In the new host, through the food and water of it enters into the intestine of the new host friends. In the small intestine of new host, the cyst wall gets ruptured by the enzyme trypsin of man. See friends, through contaminated food and water, it enters into the small intestine of new host. The small intestine of new host has a digestive enzyme. What is that friends? Trypsin. The trypsin digests the cyst wall of the tetranucleate cyst. Now the cyst gets free, releasing the tetranucleate amoebae. See friends, such tetranucleate existing amoebae are called metacyst. ఎప్పుడైతే సిస్ట్ కరిగిపోయిందో ఫ్రెండ్స్, ట్రిప్సిన్ అనే ఎంజైమ్ వల్ల టెట్రాన్యూక్లియేట్ సిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్ చుట్టూ ఉన్న సిస్ట్ కరిగిపోయిందో అప్పుడు వాటిని ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్ మనం? ఎగ్జిస్టిక్ అమీబే ఆర్ మెటాసిస్ట్ అంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఎగ్జిస్టిక్ అమీబే ఆర్ మెటాసిస్ట్. See friends, the four nuclei of the metacyst undergo mitotic division and produce 8 nuclei. See friends, the tetranucleate stage has 4 nuclei friends. The 4 nuclei of the tetranucleate stage undergoes mitotic division. So 4 into 2 friends, it produces 8 nuclei. See friends, 4 nuclei becomes 8 nuclei. Each nucleus gets a bit of cytoplasm, and thus 8 daughter amoebae or metacystic trophozoites are formed. See friends, now these 8 nuclei gets a bit of cytoplasm or surrounded by a part of cytoplasm and modified into 8 entamoebae, daughter entamoebae. These 8 daughter entamoebae are also called as what friends? Metacystic trophozoites. These young ones develop into trophozoites in the large intestine. See friends here, this trophozoid friend, precystic stage and cystic stage. Okay friends. Now see the life cycle, friends. This is a mature sporozoid, friends, which is present in the large intestine of man. It is undergoing binary fission. The reproduction in Entamoeba is binary fission, friends. So it is giving two daughter individuals. After increasing its number, one of the daughter individual enters into the lumen of the large intestine. There, that stage is called what? Precystic stage. This precystic stage is converted into what, friends? Cystic stage. See here, once it has only single nucleus, then nucleus undergoes binary fission. This precystic stage has chromatoid bars. Nucleus gets what, friends? 4 nucleus stage. This is tetranucleate stage. This is also immature stage. It has chromatoid bars. Now it converted into what, friends? It enters into the new host. There it modified into what, friends? Existic stage. This is in the new host, friends. So this existing tetranucleate stage undergoes binary fission. 4 nuclei undergoes binary fission, friends. So it is forming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 daughter entamoeba. It is called as what, friends? Metacystic stage. Like this, it continues its life cycle, friends. Okay. Now see, friends, pathogenicity of Entamoeba. Pathogenicity of Entamoeba. See, friends, what is pathogenicity? The ability of an organism to cause disease is called as pathogenicity. Trophozoid stage of Entamoeba is a pathogenic stage. See, friends, trophozoid stage of Entamoeba is a pathogenic stage. Friends, it causes a disease. What is that, friends? Amoebic dysentery or amoebiosis. Amoebic dysentery or amoebiosis. See, friends, what are the symptoms of amoebiosis? Abdominal pain. Friends, what are the symptoms of the amoebiosis, friends? Abdominal pain, ulcers, abscesses, stools with mucus and blood. Once again, friends, abdominal pain, ulcers, abscesses, stool with mucus and blood. First you take ulcers, friends. Trophozoid stage of Entamoeba produces a proteolytic enzyme. You know, friends, that is histolysin. You know, trophozoid says secretes an enzyme, friends. You know that is histolysin. This histolysin dissolves the mucosa and submucosa of the large intestine of man. ఈ ఎంజైమ్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, ఫ్రెండ్స్? మన యొక్క మ్యూకోజా సబ్మ్యూకోజా సెల్స్లో లేయర్స్లోని సెల్స్ని డిజాల్వ్ చేస్తుంది, ఫ్రెండ్స్. దీనివల్ల ఏం ఏర్పడతాయి, ఫ్రెండ్స్? మనకు అల్సర్స్ ఏర్పడతాయి. సో ఇట్ లీడ్స్ టు ఫార్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ అల్సర్స్. ఓకే, ఫ్రెండ్స్. These ulcers contain red blood cells, lymphocytes, cellular debris and bacteria. So ulcers are formed due to what, friends? Due to an enzyme. What is that? Histolysin, which is dissolving mucosa and submucosa layers of the large intestine. Ulcers contain what, friends? Ulcers contain red blood cells, lymphocytes, cell debris and bacteria, friends. These ulcers leads to formation of abscesses in the wall of the large intestine of man. See, friends, ulcers convert into abscesses, friends, in the wall of the large intestine. So what is cellular debris, friends? Cellular debris means what, friends? Fragments of cells after cell death or organic waste left over after cell dies. Cell debris అంటే ఏంటి, ఫ్రెండ్స్? సెల్ చనిపోయిన తర్వాత ఏర్పడ్డ ముక్కలని ఫ్రాగ్మెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ సెల్ ఆఫ్టర్ సెల్ డెత్ ఆర్ ఆర్గానిక్ వేస్ట్ ఆఫ్టర్ cell death or called as what, friends? Cell debris. Now see abscesses, friends. Abscess means what, friends? A swollen area with a body tissue containing an accumulation of pus. Abscess అంటే ఏంటి, ఫ్రెండ్స్? ఇది ఉబ్బెత్తుగా ఉంటుంది, దీనిలో చీము ఉంటుంది, ఫ్రెండ్స్. సో సింపుల్గా చెప్పాలంటే చీము కురుపులు అంటారు, ఫ్రెండ్స్, వీటిని. What are abscesses? Means a swollen area with a body tissue containing an accumulation of pus. Now see, friends, abscess leads to stool with mucus and blood. This is called amoebic dysentery or amoebiosis. ఈ abscesses వల్ల ఏం ఏర్పడతాయి, ఫ్రెండ్స్? మనకి stools with mucus and blood. So abscess leads to stool with mucus and blood. Friends, abscess leads to stool with mucus and blood. That is called as what, friends? Amoebic dysentery or amoebiosis. ఫ్రెండ్స్, అమీబిక్ డిసెంట్రీ లేదా అమీబియోస్ అనగానే ఏం, ఫ్రెండ్స్? మనకి స్టూల్లో మ్యూకస్ మరియు వాట్, ఫ్రెండ్స్? బ్లడ్ మరియు మ్యూకస్ ఉండడాన్ని మనం అమీబిక్ డిసెంట్రీ మరియు అమీబియోసిస్ అంటాం, ఫ్రెండ్స్. నౌ సి ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇంటెస్టినల్ అమీబియోసిస్. సి, ఫ్రెండ్స్, Now the parasite is present in the intestine friends, large intestine. Sometimes it leaves the large intestine. పెద్ద పేగుని వదిలిపెట్టి వేరే చోటికి పోతుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. దాన్ని ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్ మనం ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇంటెస్టినల్ అమీబియాస్ అంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఫ్రెండ్స్ మనకు యాస్కారిస్లో ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇంటెస్టినల్ మైగ్రేషన్ ఉంటుంది. ఇక్కడే ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇంటెస్టినల్ అమీబియాస్. ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఇన్ యాస్కారిస్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇంటెస్టినల్ మైగ్రేషన్. Here it is extra intestinal amoebiosis. Here this is the disease friends. See, extra means outside. Formation of abscesses outside the intestine is called extra intestinal abscesses. ఏంటి ఫ్రెండ్స్ మనకి ఫార్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ అబ్సెసెస్ outside the intestine is called extra intestinal amoebiosis. It is of two types friends. One is secondary amoebiosis and the one is tertiary amoebiosis. See friends, extra intestinal amoebiosis is of two types. One is secondary amoebiosis and the one is tertiary amoebiosis. Come to secondary amoebiosis friends. Secondary amoebiosis. Sometimes see friends, sometimes the trophozoite stage of Entamoeba ruptures blood capillaries of intestine and enters into it. Now the trophozoite is present in the large intestine friends. It changes friends, sometimes it ruptures the blood vessels of the man and enters into the intestine, blood capillaries of the intestine. Okay friends, through blood vessels they reach liver of man and form abscess there. This is called secondary amoebiosis or liver amoebiosis. Friends, now the trophozoite leaves the large intestine and enters into the liver of man. There it causes what friends? Liver abscesses. That is called as what friends? Secondary amoebiosis. Friends, trophozoite ఏం చేసింది ఫ్రెండ్స్ మనకి పెద్ద పేగును వదిలిపెట్టి కాలేయంలోకి చేరింది ఫ్రెండ్స్. సెకండ్ స్టేజ్లో కాలేయంలోకి చేరినప్పుడు అక్కడ కాలేయంలో అబ్సెస్ అని ఏర్పడుతుంది. దాన్ని మనం ఏమంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్? సెకండరీ అమీబియోసిస్ ఆర్ లివర్ అబ్సెసెస్ అంటున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్. So secondary amoebiosis occurs in the liver. Remember it friends, this is NEET and MCET question. Primary amoebiosis or amoebic dysentery occurs in the large intestine. Secondary amoebiosis occurs in the liver. That's also called as liver abscesses. Now come to tertiary friends. From liver, friends, liver nu kuda vadiలిపెడుతుంది friends. From liver Entamoeba reaches heart, brain, gonads and kidneys and causes abscesses. So now the Entamoeba leaves the liver friends. It reaches to what friends? Heart, brain, gonads and kidneys. There it causes abscesses. That is called as what friends? Tertiary abscesses. This is very severe pathological condition. Okay friends, ఎప్పుడైతే హర్ట్, కిడ్నీ, గోనాడ్స్ బ్రెయిన్కి చేరుతుందో అది ఆ వ్యాధి తీవ్రం అవుతుంది ఫ్రెండ్స్. దిస్ అబౌట్ వాట్ ఫ్రెండ్స్? అవర్ Entamoeba histolytica. What is our question friends? Write about the structure and life cycle of Entamoeba histolytica friends. See friends, structure and life cycle of Entamoeba histolytica with the help of neat lab diagram. Okay friends, thank you. Good day friends.